Hey, okay, welcome back to another exciting video over here on the OKIE Homesteading channel. We got a couple updates for you guys. We've been getting a lot of questions. We're probably going to put several of these videos out because people are going to be continue to ask questions, and we'll be updating stuff.
Clarify things.
Clarify a lot of things. That's what this is. We got a list of things that are the most common questions we're getting right now. So we want to address some of those for you. We're out here on the property. You might be able to hear a little generator in the background, but it's starting to get dark on us, so we'll try to run through these. And get this video out for you guys, so maybe it'll clarify some stuff. So you want to start off with the first question?
I would say.
Just go in order.
Oh man, I was gonna look on my phone actual distances.
No, it's fine. Just
okay. So the main question we feel like is clarifying like the difference in the 3 days.
You want me to clarify that?
Yeah, I mean you have, so I don't know how to word it differently.
Okay, so there's 3 days. So the very first day is on a Thursday, March 17th. Now that's going only for a very small group of people. That will be open for the public to purchase tickets, but it's very select few, not select, but very few amount, and we'll be announcing that when the tickets are up and available.
I would say the hog butchering process that we're having done, those people suggest a very small number
on day one.
So with our friends and family that are like immediate that live here, I would say probably 10 people is all that will be able to purchase. So we're not going to know for sure that number, but if you're planning on traveling a long ways, you know, and you're wanting to go to all 3 days, I literally think probably only 10 people might be able to buy something.
So once the tickets go up on sale, you'll have to go over there quick and get them, because literally 10 to 15 is what we talked about.
Maybe 15.
15
but
at
also,
the most.
It'll be something where the people who buy them, they will want it to be a small number because they're going to get hands-on, and so that's just how it's going to be. We won't even be hands-on as ourselves. It's going to be
watching from
but it isn't an invitation thing. It's still open to anyone. It's just if you happen to be getting on there quickly and buying one of the tickets.
And as soon as the tickets go on sale, we'll be announced. Everyone will announce it.
So that'll be the first day.
So day two, all 3 days are open to the public for, say, if you have the tickets. So day two, we're going to sell 100 tickets. So that those will go on sale too the same day, all of them.
And the 100, we're not choosing who gets a ticket and who doesn't. It's just the first 100 type thing. So it's like it's open to anyone. You just have to get on there quick.
So and when all these go on sale, we'll explain everything even more detail. So day one actually will get you into all 3 days.
Yes.
Day two will get you into the second day,
or Day
2 and 3. So we'll discuss all that.
But we just don't want you to think that we're hand-picking people. It's just if you get on there and you buy a ticket, it's just there's going to be so few for that first day for sure.
So day two is a complete crash course of how to do the whole hog up to the killing part. That's all on day one, the killing and gutting and then hanging. Day two is literally have the carcass up there.
After it's been in a freezer overnight. You're starting with the carcass and doing all the cuts and everything.
Cuts. That'll be from 9 to 5. That'll be class 9 to 5. Now day 3, there's no limit on people coming. It's they'll be on sale tickets. Will be cheaper when we post them. We'll have to cut that off at a certain day, and then they can buy them at the door when they show up. So that clarified that, I hope, day 1 through 3.
And kids 17 and under, they will be free on the third day. On the first and second,
we'll discuss all that in a different one.
Well, I'm just saying we said kids will be free
on the third day. So we'll go in complete detail on the tickets, because it's still 6 months out, and we'll just go in complete detail on a future video on that. So what was the next question?
The next question was about vendors and volunteers. The main way to keep that all as organized as possible is we have the email okiehomesteading@yahoo.com, and he can pin that down in a comment or something. But just vendors or prospective volunteers, just email us there, because Rachel and I right now, we're going to be meeting a couple times a week and be going through the emails, and we will, not immediately, but we will respond to every email saying, yes, you know, we are going to, well, we're actually going to send.
She's going to respond. They're going to respond to the emails. They might overlook some, so you don't really want to say you're gonna, whatever ones you come across.
We'll respond. And if you're a prospective vendor, a form will be sent out for you to fill out. But I just want you to know, don't expect a response right away, because we're going to be meeting a couple times a week to go through those. So that's how we're going to do that.
So the vendor list, whatever the vendor list you guys end up getting, they'll submit it to our committee. Our committee will pick the vendors. And the volunteer list, the committee, we're all in charge of the volunteer list.
And the volunteers, I mean, it's not just going to be people sending in stuff. We have family and friends and church members and stuff that are around. But we definitely do appreciate if anyone's interested in that, please send it and we'll see if there's a need for that.
And no hard feelings if you don't get picked to volunteer. We can only pick so many. So I think that clarifies that. So what's the next question?
The next thing is a kids area. So that's still in the works. But what we're thinking is just more a little area where if kids are kind of bored indoors or bored listening to a speaker and a mom needs to take their kids over to play for a little bit, there'll be things, but it won't be like a babysitting area.
You're not going to drop your kid off.
Yeah, so you would just leave the kids. You know, you can wander off a little bit, but it's not like we'll check them in there and leave them or anything. It'll just have activities that kids can do versus just listening to speakers.
You need to supervise your kids. What we're getting at. They're like cornhole and just games like that. So what's the next one?
Different thing. They talked about cost. That's still up in the air. We've thrown around. It's definitely the third day is going to be very affordable for a family because, like I said, the 17 under is free. So the price per ticket on the third day will be very affordable, where anyone should be able to pay that to get to come to the event. The location, it is in Pryor, Oklahoma, but the actual name is called the Mays County Fairgrounds. But it's in Pryor, Oklahoma. Is where
you can just Google it, and we'll have all the information as we go.
Trying to hurry because it's getting dark.
It's getting dark on us.
Another thing is handicap accessible. We just went to the fair this past week and weekend, and it is. There are different. There's handicap doors. There's different ramps. So I saw people in wheelchairs, people with walkers. You definitely shouldn't have any trouble getting into the main part of the facility.
Yeah, you won't have any problems. In the bathrooms are I think wheelchair accessible.
Yeah.
So hotels was I think that's the last question. Hotels.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's tons of hotels in a 45-mile radius.
Yes.
So Pryor has 4 major ones, I think. We did not
Locust Grove.
We did not reach out to any of them for a group rate. We don't want to there's going to be so many people out there, so I don't even think we'd have to go on all the hotels. And that's just I think they're pretty affordable anyways, and usually group rates are like $10 cheap. I don't know. So we're not really messing with.
They don't make a huge difference. Yeah. I know him being military, we've actually got hotel rooms and we'll try to get a group rate, and actually his military rate or a senior citizen rate is cheaper, so you could go that route too.
So but we have not reached out to any hotels. We're kind of leaving that up to you guys where y'all want to stay. Claremore, Oklahoma is 20 miles away. That's a good place to stay. Lots of hotels. And actually Tulsa is 45 minutes away. Tons of hotels there.
And like you said, if someone's flying into the Tulsa International Airport, then there would be definitely some close, and it's definitely drivable. Like when we went to Marshfield, we actually stayed in Springfield, so it was a 30-minute drive, but it was worth it to have good hotel options.
Yep. So.
And someone did mention RV parks. I know there's some in the area. Yeah, there's some in the area, but a lot has changed this last year with the world, so you'd probably have to Google and call to see if they're actually open and how many slots they have.
Yeah, so we're leaving that stuff up to you guys. I mean, it's you can Google most of this stuff and figure that stuff out. Other than that, pretty much all of it.
I think that's it. And we know there'll definitely be more questions. And then, like he said, we can give more clarification later. We just wanted to make sure people know the third day. I would say anyone who wants to come and pay a small fee can come the third day. The other 2 is available. It just depends if you get online and get a ticket quickly. Yep.
The day 1 and 2 will go pretty quick, I imagine. We've got tons of emails already, tons of vendor emails already too. They'll be going through that list, like she said. And other than that, I think that's all the update we got for you. We're losing light really, really quick. But I want to get this update video out for you guys. We'll do these quite a bit on this channel. So thanks for coming over here and subscribing and clicking the notification bell so you will get the updates. And we'll probably share some of this stuff on our main channel. And our friends
and thanks
will
for the questions, because it's good questions and we want everyone to be on the same page with that. So
Thanks for watching, guys. We hope to see you in March.